Content warning. This game contains themes of murder, cannibalism, and sexual violence that... The developer thought that's all the time you needed to read that. I didn't click on anything, so we're just gonna start the game. It's really dark, 18 plus, okay? Survive Min is a horror game about this entity breaking into your house at night and doing despicable things to you. Such things that I would warrant you should be an adult if you're going to watch this, okay? Heavy trigger warnings. If you are adverse to anything like that, just leave, okay? Because you're probably gonna get triggered, okay? And without further ado, let's start Survive Min. By the way, hi, I'm Clock. What's up, everybody? We're gonna play this game. Start. If it works. Is it working? It's working! Okay, let's start. The reason I say that was just because the developer was very insistent that we show the content warning. Big suggestion to any developer. I'm a huge fan of content warnings at the start of a game, but I really don't like it when people are like, hey, my content warning is really important, and then they code it in the game and it's like 1 second long, fades to black into title screen, and you can't actually even have enough time to read it. You know, maybe there are lots of ways to make it so that you have to click to continue, or just, you know, accept, like click to accept. There's so many things you can do. Just pointing that out. I think they're really useful. I think they're really great. But okay. I've been having trouble sleeping these past few weeks. Hearing about the strange deaths, the neighborhood rumors, whatever the hell keeps making those noises outside after 2 a.m. has made rest a little difficult to achieve lately. But now, the neighborhood has gone weirdly quiet. Yes, Kaylee, I did just finish saying there's a lot of 18 plus themes in this. So, if you didn't take my warning seriously, I'm gonna say it again. This game is really dark and has sexual violence, like I said. I don't know what else I could say to make you paint that picture. It's fucked up. Maybe if I say buzzwords, it's freaky. It's extra freaky. With a side of jail, okay? No voices outside, no wandering footsteps, not even knocking near my windows. I stayed completely still in bed. I get you. I got you, bro. But I'm telling the viewers at home. I'm telling the YouTube audience, not you. Don't worry. Suddenly very aware that all the noises that used to be outside sound much closer now. Because tonight, it's coming from my room. Brother, I would have been gone. I heard a noise at 2 a.m., brother. I would have driven my ass to goddamn... I'd be driving to the nearest military base. I'd be seducing a soldier, okay? Hand me your gun, sir. So I can shoot myself. I can't sleep. That was me. Oh, it's just you, Mikey. Why did you say so? I let you in. No problem. The words barely make it past my lips. A terrible attempt to ease my nerves. I stared up at the ceiling. The right side of the room. Then my left. Nothing moved. The room sits heavy around me. The faint outline of furniture is exactly where it should be. Desk, chair, door, window. Everything is in place. Still, something feels off. I'm way too paranoid about this. I slowly close my eyes shut back again. Oh no. Ugh, I should just sleep. Don't you just hate that, chat, when you want to sleep but you just can't? Maybe I'll stop thinking about it if I... A voice suddenly speaks from somewhere beside my bed. You're really pretty when you sleep. Thanks. Shit! Brother, I understand shitting yourself. I get that. I get that, bro. I looked around in panic. Where the hell did that come from? The room is too dark for me to see him clearly. I can only make out the outline of someone sitting near me, sounding far too comfortable for someone who absolutely should not be in my room. Then the mattress sinks slightly. Oh, good. Oh, good. He's sitting on top of us. Okay. So that's when you punch this dude in the face. That's when you just blah. Okay. You kick and scream and you fucking beat this guy to a pulp. Okay, chat? I don't care. You go super mom adrenaline. You picking up a car strength. Okay. Oh, or actually forget that. You actually just say, "Who are you?" Like some kind of Skyrim NPC. Okay. Who are you? And then you go into, like, character customization. Silence. The thing in front of me just stares. The mattress creaks softly beside me. Something cold touches the side of my neck. The last thing I hear is a quiet, unpleasant sound somewhere between a sigh and a growl. You're just gonna choke me out like that? Okay. Bad question. That's fine. That's the way it had to go. Death ending ignorance. Sorry, my bad. I think you offended him. My bad, homie. My bad. I will try my best to survive Min. Okay, I know you. You're that guy. The figure pauses, the tension in the room shifting ever so slightly. If I sell it, maybe this can be a tomorrow me problem. What do you even mean by that? This could be a tomorrow me problem. What the? It's a now problem, lady. Oh, what the fuck? Did he just say something? I've got this maxed out, bro. Run that back for me. Did you just burp in my ear? Excuse me. Did you just burp? You just fucking burped. Oh, you do. Yeah. There's been rumors, you know. Okay, bro. I know you got ads, man. I know. And I'm gonna time you out for 2 minutes so that I don't have to hear you say ads. Sorry, I'm abusing my Twitch community. Yeah, there's been rumors, you know, around the neighborhood. And the noises and stuff. Wow, am I that famous? I mean, why wouldn't I be? Yep, all I've been hearing all week. Please work, please work, please work. Really? You know me so well. Oh, that worked? Woo! Is what I would say if you were clever. Never mind, all hope is lost. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. He just stared and smiled at me. Eh? With Riz? You're not very good at bluffing, are you? My stomach drops. I looked away. Most people would have started panicking by now. The mattress creaks softly beside me. Something lightly brushes a strand of hair away from my face. Why does this keep saying, like, something, you know? Wait, is it not his hands? Is it his dick? Is he wiping hairs away with his dick? Like, what is it his foot? Like yes. Oh, okay. All right. We're trying to be ambiguous. All right. Hey. Look at me. He sounded amused. Like hell I would. Honestly, if I ignore him long enough. Oh, come on. Don't be rude. I've got real good visuals, you know. Do you? You wear glasses, actually. I can't be that repulsive to you, can I? He sighed. Tisk. You're kind of stubborn, huh? Suddenly, a cold hand grabbed my face with rough force. My eyes snapped back to him immediately. There you go, darling. Bro likes to choke out quick, huh? That wasn't so hard, was it? This bastard. Apparently this thing's solution to being ignored is brute fucking force. Damn testicles. Hey, wait, excuse me? He wasn't lying, though. The figure in front of me was pretty. Oh my! It was pretty hot. Not gonna lie, you know. Sharp features, dark hair falling loosely over his eyes. He could be an isekai protagonist from an anime any day of the week. Except he's got glasses. And skin pale enough to look like he just crawled out of his own grave. A little too pale. If he smiled normally, he'd probably pass as a pretty cute guy. Unfortunately, he doesn't. The curve of his smile sits just a little too wide. And he's staring at me like he's pleased I finally looked at him. It's so fucking creepy. Blech. Like the view. How did you know I was in an auto asphyxiation? Oh my god. I can feel cold fingers slowly curl against my throat. Thank you. Yes, I'm not sure. Ew. Well, I mean, I am trying to go for all the endings, so I guess I'll die. Ew. Who the hell do you think you are? My face contorted in disgust. Get the fuck off me, you sick perv. I brashly shoved him off. Or at least I tried to, anyway. He doesn't move much. What the fuck? Hey, did you not hear me? What is it? Protag, are you, like, in shock or something? You just burped in my ear again, you motherfucker. Ew. For a second, he looked offended. But that didn't exactly last long until it quickly turned into some sick amusement. Wow. You've quite the mouth on you. For someone so fucking tiny. It's, really quiet. Is there any way I can turn this up for you guys? I don't think there is. Unless it's sound. Maybe it's a sound effect. Him doing this. It was a sound effect, not voice. He scoffs. Then it tumbles into a fit of shameless cackling. What an asshole. Kinda just calls for when a certain someone grabs my face uninvited. That seemed to amuse him even more. I'm just gonna have some banter with the guy who broke in my house, don't mind me. A playful hum slips out from his voice. He's seriously getting on my nerves. Oh yeah, he's just starting to, just now. Oh buddy, you may have broken into my house, sat next to me creepily, choked me out, but you're starting to get on my nerves, buddy. One more thing, you better watch out. I'm sorry. So angry. I don't take kindly to strangers like you. Bro is freaky. You know, freaky to me used to be stuff like, you know, consensual, you know, freakster stuff, you know, a little bit choking consensually. You know, when someone breaks into my house, chat, and chokes you out, threatening you to kill you, and does kill you, I don't really call that freaky anymore. I just call that, you know, illegal, dangerous. You know, I don't really think of that as freaky anymore. But you guys do you. You know what? Everyone's got a different life path. All right, I'll get off. Oh shit, I lived. Hell yeah. Besides, I'm not a stranger. I'm Min. So, do you just stay indoors all day? Don't you have friends your age? Kill! Of course I do! That was a lie. I'm a loser. Okay, then you definitely should have heard about me. What is this guy on about? I've heard stories, but they don't usually involve the monster insulting my social life. Well, the stories are usually written by bystanders who have little to no information about me. It's a real tragedy, honestly. Stop burping my ear. So, what's the local gossip? Am I a vengeful spirit? A demon? Do vengeful spirits just, like, hang outside my house at 2 a.m., like, burping? Oh. A super handsome Yandere serial killer cannibal that all the ladies fall for. If it's the third one, I'm impressed. You know what, actually? The stories I've heard... You're dead on the third one. That's exactly why I'm playing with you. They mostly say you're something to avoid. You know, literally the opposite. I had a few people telling me to play this game. Avoid? Wow. That is so boring. People are so pedestrian. When will they walk on all fours? He shifts his weight, sitting cross-legged on the mattress like he's about to start a sleepover gossip session, though his eyes still have that unsettling glow. Oh, I thought his eyes were closed. Be honest, if I decided to actually bite you right now, would you give me a really loud, ugly screech? You're making me uncomfortable. You're just now making me very uncomfortable, sir. Of course I am. I'm a great harasser. Was that an IDV reference? Plus, you look like you taste like... cookies, cream, and what? Daddy issues. You know what? I'd have to agree with you on the daddy issues, probably. Probably a lot of iron. Probably tastes like pennies, if I'm being honest. You're insane. And that's probably because of all the pennies I ate as a kid. I'm not insane. I'm Min. Nice to meet you. Okay, that's enough. Sorry. I'm just very excited to talk to you. This guy's starting to feel more like an annoyance than a threat. No, I think he's still a threat. You know, killing is easy. But finding someone who actually stays awake long enough to be interesting, that's a 1 in a trillion. No, don't. You're the 1 in my trillion. Oh my fucking god. It's as shrimple as that. I'll shove a shrimp in your mouth. Right. Whatever. What's your deal anyway, aside from being a creep? I can see why people love this game. Oh, we're having banter with us. Okay, he pauses for a split second. The annoying know-it-all grin drops, and he just looks tired. I just want someone to look at me and not run away immediately. It gets repetitive. You kill people because you're bored? Don't make it sound so depressing. You'd do the same if you were in my shoes. There's really not much to do when you're dead, you know. Okay, let's save. Sympathize with him. Ask how he died. Sure, let's get real dark with him. Ask how he died. If you're so bored, then how did it happen? How did you die? Min stares at me for a long moment, his expression unreadable. Oh, the origin story question. How original. Well, if you must know, I was a tragic poet. I died of a broken heart under a weeping willow in the rain. So Ron, how heavy warnings to you, but it's probably fine. Very romantic, right? That sounds like absolute bullshit. Because it is. He lets out a sharp, barking laugh and leans back on his elbows, looking entirely too pleased with himself. Tragedy is for people who didn't have a choice in their ending. I, on the other hand, had a blast. A blast? But you're dead. And yet I'm still living more than you. He sits up, his playful energy shifting into something sharper. He starts tracing a pattern on the bedsheets of the pale finger. He does sound kind of romantic. Stop. Stop. I need you to touch grass. Looks like he's drawing a jagged line. Let's just say, back in the 80s, people knew my name. They didn't just avoid me. They locked their doors, checked their closets, and prayed to gods that they didn't believe in just to say hi to tomorrow. Okay, buddy. Calm down. They didn't even do that for, like, Ted Bundy, okay? Chillax. You're not that famous. You were a serial killer, or? I was an artist whose medium happened to be terror. But people have such short memories these days. What happened to you? My actions bit back hard. Turns out when you spend your life being the shark, eventually it's the ocean. Eventually the ocean decides it's had enough of you. Well, that's all the lore you get for today. Spoilers, you know. He looks around your room with a mix of disdain and hunger. So he's the boogeyman? Yeah, now he is. The headlines are gone. The fear has turned into campfire stories. It's insulting. So that's why you're here? Why you're still doing this? I'm reclaiming my throne. I don't want your sympathy, darling. I want that look in your eyes. Well, look. He reaches out, tapping the tip of my nose with a finger that feels like ice. I just realized he's got that, like, femboy fit with, like, the collar. You've been shopping on Amazon Basics a bit too much, friend. He reaches out, tapping the tip of my nose with a finger that feels like ice. The look that says you'll never, ever forget me. Okay, next save. I'm trying my hardest to die. Okay, I'm not trying my hardest to die if I'm being honest, but I am not dying is the case, and I want to die now. So you're just a narcissist. You're just a has-been. Is that why you're so annoying? Going by the way this game has been going, is that why you're so annoying, or just a has-been is probably the way to survive, because he likes banter that teenagers would have in DMs. So I will go with you're just a narcissist. But maybe not. Maybe he'll like that too. All of these are great for teenage banter in DMs, by the way, so definitely do that, okay? Guilty as charged. But isn't a narcissist just someone who's right about how great they are? Besides, narcissist is such a clinical word. I prefer cocky asshole who actually has the skills to back it up. It's so hard, man. He sighs. The tension in the room shifting from deadly back to uncomfortably casual as he stretches out on the mattress. Anyway, enough about my glory days. They were fun, they were bloody, and they ended with a bang. Literally. He looks me up and down, his head tilting in that... Sorry, I sneezed. In that predatory, curious way again. At least he's honest, though? True! But, yeah. But we have a problem. I'm bored. You're still alive. And I'm starting to think you're keeping secrets from me, too. I'm not keeping secrets. Everyone has secrets. And I'm a very curious soul. You know, really? Because you've only been talking about yourself. So, tell me about yourself. We're not on a date. There's nothing to tell. No, I think at this point we are on a really fucked up date. There's nothing to tell. There's nothing really noteworthy about me to tell. Really? Not even your favorite color? Your hobbies? Your MBTI? I don't know what that is, actually. I really love MBTI, actually. A lot of people use the 16-piece site to determine their MBTI type, which is so annoying because it's not accurate at all. You're actually supposed to look at your cognitive function. Oh, is that the personality type thing? Oh, that's the big, yeah, it's the big person. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that one. That's the one that's like INTP and, yeah. Kill yourself! Honestly, if a killer said this to me, I think I would just be like, hand me the knife, I'll do it myself, man. Hand me the knife. Just get me out of here. What the fuck is he talking about? He just keeps rambling. Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's just for girls. I've seen guys go crazy for it, too. I just don't believe in that bullshit. And that's actually why I'm an ENTP. Oh, I've heard that one. That one's a pretty common one that people pick. By the way, yeah, people just pick them. People do not play that shit for real. Sorry for the ramble. What about you, my dear? Alright, fine. It's okay if you don't want to. Is he gonna stop trying to pry? You don't have to. Because I already know a lot about you. What? What do you mean you know a lot about me? We just met. Oh, we just met. But I've been getting acquainted with your routine for quite some time now. I mean, yeah, you've been hearing noises outside your house at 2 a.m. for the last, like, week. Yeah, you don't think he's been watching? For instance, you always double-check the front door lock, but you completely forget about the window in the laundry room. And you make that adorable little face whenever you're reading something you don't like on your phone. You've been watching me? Watching. You make me sound like a stalker. You are a stalker! I am simply learning about you. I even know that you tug onto your plushie in your sleep whenever you get nightmares. So cute. Yo, hydrate check? Thank you. Water up. This game has a lot of options, actually. That's actually kind of sweet. Oh my god. I mean, that's definitely, like, a lot of people right now. What the fuck? Learn some manners, you creep. Once again, this is a very odd response, because this is still very much like, oh, you're such a creep. If you had just asked me, I would have let you do all this for free, you know? I would have let you inside my house. If you just asked permission, I would have let you do this stuff. You've been watching me this whole time? Not for free. You've been watching me this whole time? That's actually kind of sweet. You've been paying that much attention to me? Honestly, it's kind of sweet. Nobody really notices the little things I do because I haven't left my house in the last 30 days, so I'm really surprised. Min freezes. For a second, the room is deathly silent. Oh, you think I'm sweet? He lets out a soft, airy chuckle that vibrates in the back of his throat. He leans in so close so I can feel the unnatural stillness of his breath. You really are a special kind of creature, aren't you? Most people start crying or look for a heavy object to hit me with. No, I already have that. It's in my pants. But you're practically thanking me for the surveillance. I just think it's nice to be noticed. You know, this is exactly how your grandpa rizzed your grandma, by the way. Back in the old days, like nowadays you call it stalking. Back in the old days, your grandma would recall with fond memories. He would meet me at the coffee shop every morning at the same time, and he would just stare at me. Like, actually true, by the way. Like, your grandparents will probably tell you some kind of horror story, and they'll be like, "Oh, so romantic." You're so adorable. If you want to know my grandparents' story, my grandpa literally saw my grandma in her window every day for like a year, and she would look at him sometimes driving by, and I'm being so for real with you. And one day he just walked up to the door and he knew everything about her because he talked to her dad outside of the house. That's their romantic story. And I'm gonna tell you, almost all of y'all grandparents and before that will have a story like that. It'll be like, yeah, I just saw her at the library, so I followed her for like 3 hours to her house, and then I walked up to the door and knocked and said, "Hey, do you want to go on a date?" Like, that's just like, that's just grandparents, bro. You make it so hard for me to hold back. Oh, my bad. So abruptly, he travels down and buries his face into my neck. His breath brushed against my skin oh so gently. Also, I'd be like, no offense, but it's all dependent on how handsome you are. Like, if you're really pretty, then, you know, you can get away with those things. If you're not, then you're a creep and you're a stalker. So abruptly, he travels down and buries his face into my neck. His breath brushed against my skin oh so gently. Cold. He shifts his position. Also, it just depends on finding the right person, too, you know? Guy or gal, doesn't matter. He shifts his position, climbing on top of me as he pins my body down to the bed. What are you? Oh no, I think I locked into the wrong route, bros. Oh no, I think I locked onto the wrong route. I like you a lot, darling. It's not very often I meet people who appreciate my art. His art? Is he talking about his stalking? The canvas may be stained with blood, but that is where the beauty lies, no? Ah, he's talking about his murders. Why is he suddenly getting poetic? I'm very fascinated by you, darling. Is he going to kill me? Worse. Oh! I was too occupied with my thoughts. I didn't realize he had taken his shirt off. Anyway, time for essay. As his shirt hits the floor, my heart does a frantic, uneven dance against my ribs. It's not just fear, it's a terrifying rush of adrenaline. Why is he shirtless? So I've gone over the warnings with you, and I pretty much just said it. You're gonna have to blur a lot? Brother, I'm not blurring fucking shit. You know what I'm gonna do? He looks perfect in an almost uncanny way that makes my head swim. See you later, chat! No blur necessary. I don't think I have to. I don't believe they said there was any extra images, but I could be wrong. I can check, I guess. Give me a second, YouTube. Baba baba. Bro? Oh, that's a bit odd. Okay, so there's one thing I don't think I have to worry about, but it is something a bit odd in it. Okay. Okay. I know what he is. I know what he's done. But as he leans over me, his eyes locked onto mine with an intensity that made me want to give in. At least we're like one of those people who would like mail Ted Bundy and so, you know? What's bothering your mind, dear? You've been quiet for a long time now. Before I can answer, he lets out a soft chuckle. I know you want this just as much as I do. So how about we just stop beating around the bush? He traces his fingers down my chest with such gentleness. I almost forgot this man was a killer. I came at a weird time. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah. Oh god. This is a part of a horror game. This is a part of that sort of thing. Oh god. Your skin so soft, blank, just as a canvas would be. I would highly suggest reading the title, and if you're not okay with that, then I would say leave, because I want to leave already. Oh, how I would love to place my marks all over it. What do you say? May I create a masterpiece out of you? Oh, please kill me. Please. Please, murder me! Just get it over with! Hand me the knife! Yes. I nod slowly, my heart hammering against my ribs. Oh, then you're good. Then please enjoy. Seriously, by the way, it may not be my thing, but I'm here to please, okay? I nod slowly, my heart hammering against my ribs. There's a strange hypnotic pull to him, a danger that feels like a drug. He smiles, a soft, almost genuine-looking expression as he pulls me down into the pillows. Good choice, darling. You taste so much better when you're willing. For a moment, it's almost like a dream. His touch is icy, but the way he looks at me is so focused, so intense, that I actually feel alive. For the first time in years, someone is looking at me like I'm the only thing in the world. He whispers sweet words against my skin, and I find myself wanting to believe them. Goodbye. Min's weight settles between my thighs, his skin feeling like frozen marble against my own. The heat of my body tries to fight the chill he radiates, yet it was too intoxicating. Bye, guys. See you later. I don't think anything happens, actually. He moves with a slow, agonizing rhythm, his hand sliding down to cup my face, forcing me to look at him as he... I'm not gonna say that. It's an invasive, numbing sensation. I gasp, my back arching off the mattress. Damn, bro. So as my nerves struggle to process the cold. What is he, a wraith? Here you go, you can see that, I guess. That's it. Take it all. Such a good pet. He leans down, his mouth devouring mine. There's no warmth in the kiss, only the taste of iron and the crushing force of his hunger. My hands scramble across his bare back, nails digging into shoulders that feel as hard as stone, desperate for more. Getting desperate now, are we? The friction of our bodies is the only thing keeping me from freezing solid. Oh yeah, because he's like a undead wraith or something like that, I guess. I don't know, he's an entity. He's relentless, his movements becoming faster, more desperate, as if he's trying to drain the very heat from my marrow to warm his own dead soul. I don't know why, but when I see emotes like that, these stupid yellow-faced emotes for moments like this, it makes me want to ban you. Is he a ghost? Is he a corpse? I don't know. If he was a corpse, he'd be rotting. If he was a ghost, I don't think he could touch us like this. I don't know why. It's like, whenever I see those fuck-ass default emojis, I don't like them at all, man. Time to call an exorcist clock. Brother, it's time to kill myself. Brother, we're way past the point of an exorcist. I need to die. I need to get out of this situation, okay? We've missed the cop call. We've missed the chance to call my local priest. We've missed everything. We need to just get out of this situation by dying. Okay, sorry. I know this is a very serious moment. I can't help but deal with it with comedy, okay? Honestly, at this point, I'd call Domino's, guys. I would call Domino's. Extra large pizza. Keep the sausage out, okay? As if he's trying to drain the very heat from my marrow to warm his own dead soul. I'm lost in it. The paradox of the pain and the pleasure. The way my body betrays me by wanting more of this beautiful, murderous thing. I reached the peak of it just as he let out a low, dark sound of triumph. Shaking, vulnerable, and completely open. And that's when I feel his hands leave my waist. They don't move to hold me. They move to my throat. You really thought you could escape this, didn't you? I told you. I'm a killer. Everything else. This. It's just the appetizer. He leans in for one last passionate kiss. I appreciate the flattery, but I'm still a man. Fuck you too, buddy! Death ending deflowering. Damn, bro. Man, why you have to throw that? Sorry, I forgot. That's just what men do. He took everything you had to give, and then he took the rest. Just like a man would. I get it. Yeah, I got it. I got it, man. Damn. Okay, so now for the non-consensual version of that, I guess? No, get off of me! I scramble back, hitting the headboard, but he's faster. He pins my wrists to the mattress with a strength that feels like iron clamps. That was a death ending. We died. He murdered us. You're a feisty one, aren't you? I never intended to give you a choice. He ignores my protests, his weight crushing me into the bed. The playful mask is gone, replaced by the raw, terrifying hunger of a man who hasn't felt a pulse in decades. He leans down, his teeth grazing my neck, not in a kiss, but in a threat. Hasn't this whole thing been in a threat? No? Okay. What about the pizza? Brother, he just delivered the extra sausage, and you choked on it, okay? What's not to get? Excuse me. Yeah, I need a water check. I thrash beneath him, my heels digging into the mattress as I try to buck him off. Have you tried punching him? Here's a thought. Have you tried kicking him? Punching him? You know, biting him? Sorry, never mind. Let's buck him off. Because we're a horse. You're killing me! Every instinct I have is screaming at me to run, but he has me pinned with a clinical practiced ease. He forces the legs apart with a rough, impatient shove, his movements devoid of any tenderness. Please stop. Someone, help. We finally screamed, I guess. My scream is cut short as he slams his hand over my mouth. He lets out a sharp, jagged laugh against my skin, his eyes wide and vibrating with a sick, manic glee. Cry louder, darling. I want to hear exactly how much you hate this. It turns me on. He rips into the remaining fabric of my clothes, the sound of tearing cloth loud and violent in my quiet room. He's so bored. When he forces his way in, it isn't just pain, it's violating. It feels like being impaled by freezing agony that radiates from my core to my very fingertips. Chud. I sob into his hand, my hot tears spilling over his pale knuckles. The contract is sickening. I felt the warmth of my life being drained into his absolute zero. Fast and violent, his bare chest slamming against his chest? What? Sorry, run that back to me. His chest is slamming against my chest. What are we doing? What are we even doing? How is that? His chest slamming into my chest. What is bro packing? Excuse me? That don't... Dolphin maneuver! What's going on? Chest bumping me. What kind of... This ain't missionary, okay. I don't know what we're doing the dolphin, baby. Okay. As he moves with desperation and cruelty. I mean, I would too if I was dolphin slapping on some girl's chest. What are we doing here? I felt like I was being broken from the inside out. Yes, bite me. Show me that will to live you humans hold on to so much. I managed to get one hand free, my nails raking across his shoulder. but I don't draw blood. I don't even leave a mark. He only grins wider. So, ladies, you poke his eye out if that happens, okay? You don't go for his shoulder. Have you ever stopped doing something because someone scratched your shoulder? Try poking an eye, you know? That will stop someone. Every time I try to turn my head away, he seizes my hair and yanks me back, forcing me to look at the monster. Better yet, just give his balls a tug, okay? Better yet, give those balls a tug. Trust me, he'll stop. Unless he's real opposite. See, he's a sadist, but if he was, you know, if he was a masochist, then, well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Giving his balls a tug will not work. In fact, it will make it worse. Forcing me to look at the monster I invited into my bed. My bedroom, my safe space. It's being drowned in the smell of my own fear and his rot. Are you wet? What a pretty little sinner you are. The violence of the act leaves me breathless, my lungs burning as they struggle to pull in the thickened air. He's relentless, a whirlwind of cold muscle that treats my body like a toy. He's decided to snap in half. Nut tug clog twist. You know what? If it was me, either way, I'm yelping in pain, okay? I don't know how many guys out there are trained to handle a tug on the balls, but not me, okay? You won't have to worry about me, bro. You won't have to worry about me, but I just, in my experience, giving the balls a tug, that's enough. I'd be like, I'm dead. I'm shaking, my vision blurring with tears and exhaustion, until my strength finally begins to fail. My protests turn into broken, wet gasps, and that's when he knows he's won. As he reaches his peak, his laughter dies down into a low, terrifying hum. His hand leaves my mouth, not to let me breathe, but to wrap firmly around my windpipe. You really thought you could escape this, didn't you? I told you I'm a killer. Everything else, it's just the appetite. He leans in for one last passionate kiss. I appreciate the flattery, but I'm still a man. I guess I'm just not a dude, bro. My bad. I'm a clock. Death ending deflowering. Yeah, it's the same ending. Took everything you had to give, and then he took the rest. Yeah, okay. So let's go back. So I said that's actually kind of sweet. So what the fuck? Learn some manners, you creep. You gotta ask permission first before you stalk me. You're a disgusting creep. You need to learn some manners. Min pauses. For a second, I think I've actually offended him. But then a low, bubbling chuckle starts in his chest, growing into a full melodic laugh that rings out through the cold room. Learn some... Do not burp in my face. These are the manners you need to learn. Learn some manners. Oh, darling. You are absolutely precious. He doesn't look insulted. He looks like a man who just found a $20 bill on the sidewalk. He leans forward, his eyes shimmering with a terrifying, playful light. You're talking to a man who had turned an entire decade into a folk tale, and you're scolding me like I'm a child who tracked mud on the carpet. Yeah. I mean it. Get out of my house. Next time, you must ask. He leans closer, moving with a fluid, predatory grace. He doesn't yell. He glides towards me, looking genuinely delighted. You better not throw a tantrum over this. I love this. I really do. Most people scream, or they pray, or they beg. But you try to discipline the monster in your bedroom. It's so refreshingly arrogant. I almost want to keep you. He reaches out, his hand cupping my cheek with an icy, mocking tenderness. But manners are important, aren't they? And it's quite rude to keep a guest waiting for the main event. Min, what are you? You don't tolerate tantrums. That's a shame. He gets on top of me, pinning me down with a violent force. Because I don't either. I have a feeling a lot of these are going to end with a choke out. Death ending. Brat taming. Yeah, you're a brat if you fight like this. If you do this sort of thing, you're a brat. Bratted too close to the sun, huh? I'm not. You know, I don't think it makes you a brat, but that is hilarious. I will not lie. At least in this situation. You've been watching me this whole time. I think context matters a lot. You've been watching me this whole time? That's crazy. What a pervert. Min actually lets out a genuine bark of laughter. Leaning back on his hands, he looks entirely too comfortable for a man who's in someone else's house. You've asked that twice now, darling. What? Are you so hung up on the fact that you're being watched? I feel a flush of heat crawl up on my neck, half embarrassment, half lingering terror. So what, you just hang out around the neighborhood? Yeah, especially around your laundry drying outside. Min says it with a gleeful smile. He then reaches into the pocket of his pants, not with his hand, but with a shadowy tendril that sprouted from his back. So you're not a corpse, you're not a ghost, you're a freaky tentacle monster, and you steal my panties. I'm not gonna lie. Those are some nice panties. We got some game. Okay. Nice. Not for me. You know, it's not for the guys. For yourself, you know, I assume girls do what guys do, and they also check out each other's, like, underwear game. You know, that's what the boys do. Don't let them lie to you. Like, all the boys, we be showing each other our boxers, our briefs. Like, ooh, you know, like, bro, like, scaredy cat with the white briefs. You know, like, that's what the guys be doing. So I assume the girls are the same. It's a pair of my lace panties. The ones I thought I'd lost in the laundry a couple weeks ago. Is that lace? Oh, I could barely tell. He looks at me like I just said something stupid. Thanks, bro. No problem. Around your laundry drying outside. You know, you should really be more careful with where you leave your things lying around. If I hadn't taken this with me, some weird creep might have. You're the weird creep. No. He's not a weird creep, okay? He's an evil entity, okay? Get it right. You can't describe evil entities with words like weird and creep, okay? He brings the fabric close to his face, closing his eyes for a brief second. Get it? Brief? Like briefs? Well, we wouldn't want a weird creep taking them. Yeah, exactly. Is he sniffing it? What else would he be doing with it, ma'am? What, did you expect him to wear them? Yeah. Yes, I would have preferred that, honestly. Besides, they're just gathering dust. I'm giving them a much more appreciation-filled home. You expect it? See, that's where I draw the line, okay? I want him to wear them. But I would never expect him to, okay? You're looking at me like I committed a crime. Trust me, this is the least of the things you should be worrying about. You could say that again. So far, he seems to really like answering my questions. What do I ask him next? I don't know, bro. Just, I don't know. Ask him his 401k, like... Hey, how much do you make in a year, bro? I mean, that's what this is all about, right? Could I be a stay-at-home not wife with you? Like, could I be a stay-at-home entity partner? I don't know. Why are you here? How big is that tentacle boy? Like, why are you here? What do you want from me? Why are you here? That's the thing, though. I don't think this guy works, chat. Why are you here? Out of all the houses in this town, why did you pick mine? Because we're destined to meet by fate. I died due to a curse. All my afterlife, I've been searching for the one person who can lift it. And you, my dear, have the blood of a shaman who has such power. That's why you're able to talk to an entity like me. I carefully think to myself after hearing his words. I do remember always being a little different growing up. Always thought I was just a schizo. Mess. I can already... There's somebody in my YouTube comments who will write a dissertation in my comment section. Do it, by the way. I love reading them. There is someone right now in my comment section on YouTube who will watch this video, write a dissertation about why this is offensive to be labeled schizophrenic. Give some love, okay? I know I've been making fun of this. Just understand, if this was written by an adult, it's a joke. Like, we know. It's sarcastic. I get it. And if not, it's written by a teenager who genuinely loves this stuff, and that's perfectly fine, okay? So just before you write your giant paragraph, don't hate on them too much, okay? But I don't mind if you want to educate people around schizophrenia, okay? I get that. I always thought I was just schizophrenic, with the things I could hear and see that no one else could. If this is the case, everything makes sense. Yo, have a good night, Kaylee. Really? Is that true? Of course not, dumbass. I pulled that out of my ass. Anyone with eyes will be able to see me if I show myself to them. I was gonna say. Never mind, I guess I was schizophrenic. Is there anything else I want to ask? The scarier option is maybe you're just stupid. That's the option that's too scary to think about. How did you pass away? Can other people see? He just said that. Okay, I have a stinking suspicion our IQ is sub 50 right now. He literally just said I can show myself to other people. Hey, by the way, can other people see you? He's gonna beat my ass silly and be like, have you listened to a goddamn word I've said, bitch? Okay. Oh my lord. Smooth brain. Thoughts slide right off. Me? Smooth brain. Ignorance is bliss. Thoughts slides right off. You? Wrinkly brain. Ugly. Existential threat. Existential crisis because thinking hard. Yeah. Smooth brain win every time. I'm gonna ask that one. Can other people see you? Or is it just me? He throws his head back and laughs, the sound echoing unnaturally as if it's coming from the walls themselves. Oh, they could see me if I wanted them to, but why would I share the spotlight? I'm very selective about my audience. Most people are too boring to waste my good looks on. What? Is that a joke? You should be honored you're the only one getting the private screening. Every answer he gives me just brings up even more questions. Is there anything else I want to ask? Stop asking questions. No, let's go. Just one more thing. Okay, just one more thing. I need to know. What is it? What is your body made out of? Do you have flesh? Bones? Sugar, spice, everything nice, and a pinch of charm. That's a stupid answer. That's a stupid question. Brother, every question I've asked is pretty stupid in this situation. There's more I want to know. Do you eat humans? What other stuff do you eat? I can eat anything you can, but I like to stick to human meat. Damn, bro. I specifically prefer unemployed girls who stay inside all day playing video games. Very tender. Oh, good. You're safe, chat. All you 40-year-old bald men, you're all safe. I love you, chat. How do you pick your victims? Just by preference, or something more like, let's get dinner? By how much they're able to annoy me. Then what about with stupid questions like these? Suddenly, his voice drops to an unsettling low. I'm not bald yet, by Rainbow Dash 14. Brother, I'm sorry to tell you, brony, but, you know, I know you got like a little hair on the sides of your head and the top is shiny. Just shave it off, bro, okay? That you ain't fooling nobody, okay? Okay, brony? The world around me darkens, just as the face of the man sitting in front of me. Wait, did I do something wrong? Yeah, you're annoying. You ask too many questions. Yeah, I figured. Death ending. Dead cat. Oh, that's sad. Next time, learn to keep your mouth shut. Chill. Okay, stop asking questions. I swallow hard. My throat feeling dry and tight. I can tell I'm pushing his patience. I think that's enough questions for now. Min's grin returns, wider and more friendly than before, though it does nothing to settle my nerves. Good choice. I was starting to think I was back in school, and I always hated school. Now, since we're done with the Q&A session. Why do I hear some parents having an argument? What is this? What, I live in Asia, bro? And my neighbors with my paper-thin walls are yelling together? Are your neighbors usually this loud? Conveniently always at 3 a.m. when I'm trying to sleep, yeah. Where the fuck did he go? Am I gonna hear a scream? Oh, there it is. Took him a lot longer than I thought it would, honestly. I feel like he could have killed... You know, if he was actually a Chad, he would have killed him in 2 seconds less. What the fuck was that? What do you think, bitch? He killed them? No, he had a threesome with them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Everything is so quiet. Where's Min? Wait for him? Search for him. Critically lacking the leave, jump out window, or run away option? No. Okay, where are you, bro? I should probably go look for him. Oh, hey. Didn't I tell you to stay still? Just as quickly as he lunged, he's back in the original spot, laughing softly at my heart-shattering terror. Oh, you should see your face. Absolutely priceless. What an asshole! Hey, don't look at me like that. Come on. It was a little funny. Whatever. What did you do to them? And what the fuck was that? I mean, he can go invisible. He already said this. The neighbors. I politely told them to stay quiet. Politely. Yeah, sure. I mean, pretty polite, I guess. What about the thing you did? The creepy face? Oh, this? Relax, it's just my Mandela catalog face. I don't think it's very good, if I'm being honest, homie. You need to work on that. I really wanted to research on what people find scary, and I stumbled upon... There he goes rambling. Bro, no one says that. That's the joke. That's the joke, man. I tune out most of what he's talking about because I need time to recover from his DIY jump scare. Pretty cool, right? So you can, like, alter yourself to do whatever you want. Yeah. No. No, please keep it away from me. I'll make sure to do it more often. Noted. What the fuck? I like that look on your face. Okay. Min falls silent. The teasing glint in his eyes doesn't disappear, but it settles into something warmer. He looks at me. Really looks at me as if he's memorizing the way the moonlight hits my face. You know, darling. He reaches out. For the first time, he doesn't lung or mock. He doesn't lung. Iron lung. His ghostly fingers hover just a fraction of an inch from my cheek. I can feel the static, a localized chill that makes the hair on my arms stand up. I haven't had this much fun talking to someone in, well, since the lights went out. Is that supposed to be a compliment? Coming from a serial killer? It's the highest praise I have. Most people are so predictable. They beg, they fight, they die. They break before the first act is even over. But you're still standing. Still vivid. Your attention is fully on me. I like it. His hands move to my hair, his fingers combing through the air around the strands. It's a gesture that feels terrifyingly possessive. It's nice to have an audience. I've always loved being admired. But that look of fear and curiosity in your eyes, to be witnessed by you. Witness me! And then he spray paints his teeth silver. Based. Men. I know that look. Don't get sentimental on me, darling. It ruins my brand. He leans in. His face inches from mine. His voice drops to a whisper that vibrates in my very bones. I don't want to lose you. Especially not to myself. He stands up, the shadows around him beginning to swirl, as if he's losing his grip on this reality. He looks towards the window. The night has gone for far too long. You should get some rest, darling. Oh, we made it to 3. Let him leave, make him stay. Make him stay! Wait, don't go. Stay. I don't want to be alone. The shadows in the room freeze. Min stops mid-flicker, his back to me. For a long silent moment, I think I've made a mistake. Then he turns slowly, a look of genuine stunned disbelief on his face. No, don't go. You're too sexy to not kill me. You're serious. You're actually asking a monster to spend the night. You really must have the survival instincts of a goldfish. More like a lemming, honestly. Taunt and tease me all you want, but my decision has been made. He chuckles, but it's a soft, breathy sound. No mockery left in it. He moves back towards the bed, the air around him humming with a low melodic vibration. What is it that you're alluding to, darling? I reach for the hem of his shirt and begin to undress him, as though I was peeling away his layers. Why do you want to die every time? I'm depressed! The man flinched momentarily, but quickly regained his demeanor. How terribly bold. Still not running. You really are a glutton for punishment. I reach out, my fingers trembling. I touch his chest. He feels like ice and velvet. Oh, wait, velvet? No, I don't like velvet. No. What? What? No, not like this. What do you mean, velvet? No. That's gross. Slowly, I move my hand up toward his jaw, towards the face that has spent the night mocking and terrifying me. Maybe like silk? Silk would have been nice. Velvet? The moment my fingers brush his skin, Min flinches. It's a purely animalistic reaction. From behind his back, a dark, shadowy tendril lashes out, wrapping firmly around my wrist and pulling my hand away from his face. Stone would have been good, too. Don't. Ew, why is it so small? Why is his tentacle so small? His voice isn't cocky now. It's jagged, rough. He looks away, his teeth clenched. Min, it's okay. Let me. I'm right here. I don't pull away. I keep my gaze steady on his, softening my voice until it's just a whisper. I can feel the tendril around my wrist trembling, its grip loosening as his panic fades into a shaky, uncertain surrender. The shadow retreats, melting back into his form. He slowly turns his face back to mine, looking at me with an expression of raw vulnerability that hurts to witness. Up his cheek. This time he doesn't pull away. Instead, he leans into my palm, letting out a long, shuddering breath. He lifts his own hand, placing his cold, long fingers over mine, pressing my hand harder against his face, as if he's afraid I'll disappear if he lets go. You're a dangerous little thing, aren't you? What have you turned me into? He closes his eyes, his thumb stroking the back of my hand, leaning his face into it. Min's hand is still pressed against mine, but the warmth, if you could call it that, begins to sharpen. The silver veins in his skin pulse faster, glowing with a hungry, frantic light. You're so soft, so warm. It's almost a waste to let all that life just sit there, to let time rot it away eventually. He kisses my palm, his teeth grazing the skin just hard enough to leave a mark. His eyes are dark, swirling with a desperate possessive need. I want you, darling. Not just for tonight. Not just for as long as your heart decides to beat. I want to devour you. I want to take every drop of that life, every ounce of that spirit, and pull it into me. You be part of me. I'll be gentle, I promise. It'll be the last thing you ever feel, and the best. Just say yes. Tell me you're mine to take. No, I want to live! Do not steal Robin's line from One Piece, okay? There's no aura compared to Robin from One Piece. Water 7 arc, baby. Yeah, you can take me. Kill me now. Yes, take me. If this is the only way to be yours, then do it. The world seems to tilt. Min's breath is cold, non-existent, yet somehow hitches in his throat. The shadows that were lashing out in a frenzy suddenly go still, dropping to the floor like heavy velvet. You really let me. He leans down, his face inches from mine. I can see the flicker of hope in his eyes, a ghost of when he was just a man. But the red hunger is still there, pulsing in time with the silver veins on his neck. You're not lying. You're not stalling. You're actually giving yourself to me. I trust you, Min, more than I'm afraid of you. He lets out a sound that is a half laugh, half sob. He crawls over me, his weight feeling like a literal shadow, heavy, cold, and inescapable. His hands, usually so restless and mocking, settle firmly against my wrists, pinning them to the pillow. But he isn't squeezing, he's holding. I've wanted to hear those words for decades. Why did you say low-key? Why did you say low-key? Is this low-key? Is a man shirtless on top of you low-key at all? Like, is that... What's high-key for you? What is high-key for you? What is high-key for you? I just want to ask. What is high-key for you? like dick and balls in your face? Like, is that high-key? I'm just genuinely wondering, bro. I'm just genuine. No, it's okay. It's okay. If this is low key, I can't imagine high key, man. Wattpad stories. I mean, it is just an indie visual novel. I can't judge. I'm not judging it. I'm just having fun. He lowers his head, his lips grazing the sensitive skin of my throat. Let me live my life. I mean, yeah, what is high key? High key is for special. What is it? like if this is just barely like getting you to be like, man, he's kind of handsome, man. What is full on attractive to you? It's an agonizingly slow crawl towards the end. Every touch feels like a static shock. It's dick and balls. It's dick and balls. Okay, I got you. You need to see dick and balls before you're like, high key? I like this guy. I feel his jaw unhinge. Nah, I'll judge on that one, bro. I'll judge on that one, man. I don't have high standards, man. You know, you could just have a pretty face and I'd be like, high key, you're hot. Okay, like to me, I don't need to see like a dick and balls, chest, everything. I don't need to see a naked person to be like low key. I think I kind of like him. No, for me, it's like you got a pretty face, you got a nice personality. Oh man, you're really fucking hot. I can tell, bro. We can tell. I feel his jaw unhinge. the cold air of his inside hitting my skin. The sharp point of his teeth presses against my pulse. One more second, one more breath, and I'll be gone. He's giving cute nerd. The man who is eating you alive is giving you nerd energy. I don't think you speak English. I don't think you understand the words you are saying. Brother, I don't think you understand the words you are saying. Brother, this guy has a six-pack and you're calling him a nerd? This might be one of those situations where you need to be beaten to death with hammers, okay? He's got glasses, so if I put glasses on The Rock, is The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, a nerd if I put glasses on him? Is that all it takes to be a nerd? I didn't know. Genuinely, I didn't know. My bad. I feel his jaw unhinge. Okay, I said this. One more second, one more breath, and I'll be gone. I close my eyes. I don't fight. I don't even tremble. The pressure of his teeth increases. Ouch. Then stops. A drop of something cold hits my collarbone. Then another. I open my eyes, confused, only to see Min staring down at me, his face contorted in a way that looks like he's being torn apart from the inside. No. He recoils, scrambling backward across the bed as if I've just burned him. Oh. Yeah, I forgot to mention that because I don't ever leave my house, I drink a lot of Monster energy drinks, and my blood actually tastes like acidic acid that burns through other people's veins because of all the Monster energy drinks I drink. He was probably expecting actual blood. He hits the headboard, his chest heaving with phantom breaths. What is wrong with you? Why didn't you scream? Why did you look at me like... Min, You're going to let me destroy the only thing that actually matters. I was going to swallow you. I was going to be alone again, but this time, it would have been my fault. He covers his face with his hands, his long ghostly fingers shaking. I can't do it. I can't turn you into a witness who can't speak back. He looks up at me, his eyes wide and drowning in a very human grief. I love the way you move too much. I love the way you talk back to me too much. Brother, you can find, like, most 16-year-old girls, they'll talk like this to you. I guess that would make you a pedophile, though, huh? I think I've accidentally become the one who belongs to you. Min. Oh. Before I can utter a word, Min melts into my arms, burying his face in my chest. He stays there for a long time, his forehead pressed against the back of my hand. The frantic energy in the room has died down into a low, steady thrum, like the purr of a massive cat. And it's okay, I'm still here. He doesn't look up. I feel his grip tighten slightly. Not with the iron strength from before, but with a desperate anchoring need. I don't deserve the light you're giving me, darling. But I think I'm too selfish to let it go now. Guys, you're killing me. Just stop. You need to look at some character design, bro. You need to just... Brother, it's just glass. Nothing about this guy looks... He's just a dude with glasses. We don't even have the same hair color, brother. Brother, you need to get your eyes checked. Or it's like, you're given like... the only male character I've ever seen is MrClockWorks. The first time you see another male character, I'm getting a lot of MrClockWorks vibe from this one, boys. Slowly, the adrenaline begins to drain from my body, replaced by a heavy, soul-deep exhaustion. I sink back into the pillows, and I feel him follow. As my eyes flutter shut, the last thing I feel is the sensation of ghostly fingers tracing the line of my jaw, light as a feather and twice as careful. Did we actually survive the night? I was gonna say, we don't even have the same goddamn skin tone. True and domesticated. Wow. Maybe it's worth it, honestly. If I had a serial killer on a leash, bro, that's kind of crazy. Huh. I guess you did manage to keep the dog on a leash. That's all he is, right? Just a dog. I wake up with my head spinning, my vision hazy, and there's a persistent dizziness behind my eyes. Probably a lingering side effect of nearly being eaten by a cannibalistic serial killer entity thing. Min? I scan the room. Chair is empty. The shadows are gone. For a terrifying second, I think he really did leave. Then I notice a lump on the floor by the foot of my bed. My favorite fuzzy blanket is moving, and it's grumbling. Close it. Close the curtains right now, darling. It's offending my eyes. I blink, rubbing my eyes. The melodramatic, poetic monster from last night is nowhere to be found. Now it's just some nerd with spacers in my room, with a six-pack, who kills people, who's still a nerd, apparently. He probably doesn't even know anything about nerd interests, but yeah, he's a nerd. In his place is a very grumpy, sleep-deprived looking boy. Min, are you okay? The blanket shifts, and he pokes his head out. I freeze. He's giving more like K-pop star, if anything, to me. Because it does kind of give off the manhwa vibe. Last night, he was towering, at least 7 feet of intimidating ghost. Now, he looks barely 5 feet tall, swallowed up by the fabric. He's probably on his knees, bro. He looks smaller. Like, a lot smaller. I would not call him a tragic K-pop star. I don't really tend to include tragedy with serial killers. Like, nobody says, like, oh, it was a tragic end to the serial killer. No. Horror? Yeah, more horror. How am I? I'm good. How are you, Izzy's? I don't know what you're talking about. Now be a good little witness and close the curtains for me. You're lying. You're sensitive to the light, aren't you? It makes you shrink. It's a stylistic choice. I'm minimalist now. I can't help it. After the life and death stakes of the night, seeing him like this is hilarious. I stand up, staggering slightly, and walk towards the window. Wait, what are you doing? Don't you dare! I grab the edge of the curtains and yank them wide open. No, you treacherous little brat! The sunlight pours in, and right before my eyes, Min shrivels like a salted slug. He lets out a high-pitched, indignant squawk as he vanishes into the folds of the blanket. I look down. The blanket is flat. But then I hear a tiny muffled voice coming from my shelf. Min? I look at the empty shelf. Tucked inside is a tiny 6-inch tall version of Min. He's sitting there, looking absolutely furious. I'm going to haunt your dreams for 1,000 years. I'm going to make your milk go sour. I'm going to hide your car keys every single morning. Oh my god, you're pocket-sized. You're like a little angry action figure. I am an infamous serial killer! I laugh, but I eventually take pity on him. I pull the curtains shut again, returning the room to a soft, dim twilight. Slowly, the tiny figure on the shelf begins to expand, flickering until he's back to his small but human 5-foot-ish height. Steps off the shelf, still covered in my blanket. Even at this size, he still has that smug, lopsided grin. He walks over to me, and I feel the familiar chill as he hands cups my face.
Thank you, darling.
Wait, let me turn that up. For you guys.
Thank you, darling.
The good old, thank you, darling. So, now that you've successfully bullied a ghost, what's for breakfast? I smile, leaning my head back against the wall. It's going to be a very strange life, but I think I'm going to keep him. Welcome home, Min. Nice. Thank you for playing. I don't think we've gotten all the endings yet, though. Unfortunately. So, let's run it back, get some endings. By the way, just to let you know, well, obviously, I think it's probably just the game developer themselves voice acting the game. Maybe a friend or something like that. But, the reason it's so feminine is because I read the game description, and they actually said this character was transmasc with a feminine-leaning voice. So I thought that was really interesting. I did think that was really interesting. I talked about it before the game started, but, sure. Transmasc rapist killer. That's, I mean, trans people can be evil too, so I'm here for it. I just thought that was really funny in a time and place where trans people are being accused of being those things. I thought it was really, really funny. Assume the character was androgynous. I think that's just something. I think they are very androgynous. They are supposed to be very androgynous. It's just something the creator wrote as like a little bit of fun lore drop that they're before they died, they were like a trans masculine person, and that's all it was. And that they died before they could fully transition, which kind of makes their entity life pretty good for them, I guess, because now they can finally transform into anything they'd like. But I do believe they're supposed to be a little androgynous, the voice. Just, it said feminine leaning. That's how they worded it. You can check out the itch page yourself. I'm not trying to lie. I just thought it was really interesting to make them trans. You know, I'm here for it, man. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Let's have some more trans mask murdering rapists out there. Let's give it to me. Make those games, people. Okay, no, I want to live. What happens if I want to live? No, men, stop. I want to live. I want to be with you, but not like that. Please, don't do this. The air in the room instantly curdles. The low hum of his presence turns into a high-pitched screeching static. Yandere. Min's face contorts, the vulnerability from moments ago twisting into a mask of pure, unadulterated anxiety. No. He lets out a jagged, hysterical laugh, his form flickering wildly. Ow, what's wrong with you? Shadows lashing out from his back like dying wings.
Not.
You want to live out there, away from me, where you'll grow old, where someone else might look at you, where you'll eventually leave me behind in this dust. I won't let you. He lunges. There's no devil may care attitude left. This is a predator, realized. His hands pin my shoulders to the mattress with the strength of iron, and for the first time I see his jaw unhinged slightly too wide. He really likes his that face. He's a big fan of the Mandela catalog, I guess. Men, please. He doesn't listen. He's a storm of teeth and cold, dark hunger. He leans down to my throat, not for a kiss, but for a claim. The pain is sharp, hot, and then suddenly terrifyingly cold. I can feel him, not just his body, but his hunger tearing into me. It's visceral. It's the sound of wet skin ripping, the metallic tang of copper filling the air. He's sobbing even as he does it, a horrific wet sound against my skin. Mine. Mine, you're mine. If I can't have you alive, I'll keep you inside me forever. A vision starts to spot. The room is fading into gray. The last thing I feel is the crushing weight of his embrace, and the terrifying sensation of being swallowed by the dark. Mr. Crawling's the GOAT, bro. Don't talk about Mr. Crawling like that. Do not compare Mr. Crawling to this idiot, okay? Mr. Crawling would never. Mr. Crawling's the GOAT, okay? Mr. Crawling is the creepy, black-haired, long-haired man you want to meet, okay? He's obsessed with you, and he will do you no wrong, Mr. Crawling. Who's that? The best fucking character in a game. Bad ending. Consumed by love. His fear of losing you outweighed his sanity. You were his now. Every drop, every bone, every breath. Forever held in a stomach of shadows. Not the breath. We're not breathing in there. That's not happening. Based. I did really enjoy Homicipher. That was a really fun game. If you watch my playthrough, though, you will not find any romance in it. Just a really bunch of funny words. Surprisingly, I was the only person to get the, like, on YouTube, to get the perfect translation on my first try in Homicipher. Check it out if you haven't, really. It's kind of amazing how many people were so wrong with their translations. I'm, like, the only person with the perfect translation. Anyways, I think we let him... No, did we pick let him leave? Did we do that yet? I know we picked make him stay, so let him leave. Thank you. Min stands perfectly still. The air in the room, which had been vibrating with his energy, suddenly goes flat and cold. For a moment, I think I see a flicker of genuine hurt across his face, but it's gone before I can be sure. Right. Of course. He walks towards the window, his form becoming more transparent with every step. The moonlight bleeds through the glass, making him look like a fading photograph. Will I see you again? No, I don't think you will. You're far too delicious, darling. If I stay, I fear I'll eventually want to devour you whole. And then he's gone. What does this say? The weight in the room lifts, the static in the air vanishes. I'm alone in my bedroom, with nothing but a small writing on the wall to prove he was ever here. I don't know what that said. Not bad. Good ending! The Witness. Nice! Wow, actual good ending? He left to keep you alive. The only person who truly knew him, and the only one he ever let go. Wow. Okay. Let me just see. I don't know how many bad endings we got. But that's like a few endings now. Shoot, I did not bookmark this page. Whoops. There we go. Let me bookmark this page. Okay. I think they said there was 9 endings, something like that. Ba 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 ba. How many endings are there? Full game release? I don't know how many. It doesn't say, actually. It doesn't say how many endings there are. I don't think. So I guess we'll just go through the dialogue options and start skipping ahead, I guess. Oh, there are 9 endings to find. Okay, there are 9 endings to find. So we're pretty close. I think we've gotten a good few of them. I think. Okay. So we can keep going back. So I think we said no last time. No, yeah, we did. We did. Okay, so let's try yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's actually pretty cool that you can just do that on command. I knew you'd like it. I've seen your internet history. You watch a lot of horror stuff. I do. Oh my god, how'd you know? You've seen my what now? I like that look on your face. Oh, okay, it just leads into the same ending. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Oh, poor bunny. Did I scare you too much? I'm sorry. He's apologizing? You're adorable when you're scared, though. I'd like to do it more. Okay, and here I thought he actually felt bad. Still the same. Still leads to the same. Oh, yeah, we didn't wait for him. Okay, wait for him. I should probably just wait here. I'm scared. Why is it getting darker? Min? Oh, God. Actually didn't get me for once. Just as quickly as he lunged, he's back in his original spot, laughing softly at my heart-shattering terror. Oh, you should see your face. Absolutely priceless. What an asshole. Hey, don't look at me like that. Come on, it was a little funny. You... whatever. Oh, wait. It's the same? Oh. Really? No death? Okay. I don't know, we did the ask one more thing. We did do that. Okay, this. How did you pass away? How did it happen? To you, I mean. How did you actually die? For a split second, the playfulness vanishes. His eyes go flat like old television glass when the power's cut. I killed myself. What? He said it so casually. Why would he even do that? Why would a man who's this full of himself commit such an act? Every answer he gives me just brings up even more questions. Is there anything else I want to ask? Oh. Okay, I guess it didn't do that much. Okay. Okay. This one. Why are you here? What do you want from me? What do you want from me? If you're not gonna kill me, what's the point of all this? What do I want? I want a front row seat. You're like a flickering light of entertainment in a very dark room. And I've always been a fan of the show. You calling me a clown? Yes. Dickhead. Is there anything else I want to ask? I don't know. How'd you pass away? Stop asking questions. Maybe it'll be different. Let's just wait for him. Sure. No. Actually. Okay, wait. Search for him. See if I can pick, like, all the bad options. No. Make him stay, maybe? But I still get the same ending? Oh, it's still the same ending. Okay. So we gotta go further back. So I think we said yes, and we said no, get off me, right? We already said both of those options. Let's go back. So we already did what the fuck, learn some manners, you creep. You've been watching me this whole time? Oh, wait, we did that? Or did we do this? Oh, that was an ending. Okay. So we did all that. Okay. We're not on a date. What kind of first date question is that? It's a perfectly normal question to ask. My god, what kind of dates have you been going on? I don't go on much dates. So what you mean is that you're single? It's none of your business. Alright, fine. It's okay if you don't want to. I don't actually know. That's actually kind of sweet. What the fuck? Learn some manners, you creep. Okay, this leads to death. Okay. So some options just lead to death. I don't think there's a point system. It's just some options just lead to death. So let's go back to this. You're just a has-been. A has-been? That's not very nice. Be careful. I might come by another night to pluck your tongue out in your sleep. Oh. Okay. Let's try a different option then. Is that why you're so annoying? Annoying. But you love it, don't you? I mean, why else are you still here talking to me? He sighs, the tension in the room shifting from deadly back to uncomfortable. Okay. Keeps going. Okay, so we'll just keep going back further and further. Sympathize with him. Yes, I feel like this is going to lead to death for sure. I'm so sorry. I understand what it's like. He didn't want sympathy. You understand? You, a living, breathing human with a heartbeat and a future, think you get what it's like? Bye. I'm centuries old. You've barely lived. Brother, you said you killed people in, like, the 60s. What are you talking about? You don't have an inkling of how I feel. Well, I may not, but being stuck in a loop, feeling invisible, it's lonely. I know what it's like to just want someone to notice you're there. Sorry you had to go through that alone, man. The air in the room shifts. The sharp, mocking pressure of his presence seems to deflate. He looks away, his shoulders slumped. You're remarkably persistent with that kindness, aren't you? It's almost annoying. He shifts closer, stopping just a few inches away, his cold hand resting palm up on the duvet between us. I wasn't always this thing. I had a life. A real one. I had a sister who used to wait for me by the gate every evening. The last thing I remember is the cold, waiting for someone to come home. But the house stayed dark. Reach out to him. I hesitate, then slowly place my hand on his cheek. He doesn't pull away. His skin feels like ice, but that gaze, he's pleading. Now I'm just a restless ghost. A name whispered to scare children. Do you know how it feels to be forgotten while you're still standing right there? It's okay now, man. I'm here. I see you. He looks up and for a moment his eyes almost look watery, human, vulnerable. You really mean it? You wouldn't just leave like the others? I promise. He lets out a shaky breath and leans forward, resting his forehead against my shoulder. The movement is so fragile it makes my chest ache. I found myself wrapping an arm around him, pulling this monster into a protective embrace. He feels so small like this. You don't have to be the monster with me. A long silence follows. I can feel him trembling against me. I close my eyes, thinking I've actually reached him, thinking I've saved us both. Then the trembling changes. It's not a sob. It's a rhythmic, low-frequency vibration. He's vibrating with laughter. He pulls back, his head snapping up, the tears are gone, replaced by a manic, diamond-bright glint of pure malice. Yeah, no worries, take it easy, have a good night. Oh my god, I actually can't believe it. Sister, a gate? What gate? A gate to the heavens? Min, what are you? You said I promise. Like a protagonist in a bad romance novel. Wait, stop. You're too hot. You're too sexy for this. He claps his hands together, his laughter bouncing off the walls. But isn't that what we do just like five or 6 options later? Isn't that exactly what we do? And it works. His laughter bounces off the walls. He looks at me with pure, unadulterated disgust. I knew you were a bit slow, but that was a masterclass in stupidity. What? Do you want to be Y/N that badly? Young Nosferatu. Did you really think some power of friendship speech was going to fix a century of rot? His expression sours, stretching into a wide, jagged grin that looks painful. Ew, sticky. Speaking of century, I lied. I died in 1984. Yeah, I was gonna say. Before I can move, he lunges. He doesn't just pin me. He slams me back into the headboard with enough force to make my teeth rattle. Probably enough to knock you the fuck out, honestly. I told you. I kill because I'm bored. And watching you melt into a puddle of sympathy was the most entertaining thing I've seen in decades. His hands lock around my throat. Min, please. Why? You gave me your heart on a silver platter, darling. It would be rude not to take a bite. He leans down, his teeth baring in a jagged, hungry grin right against my ear. His voice is a cold final caress. Tender hearts like yours are much more delicious. Death ending. Easy prey. Nice. In a land of monsters, a kind soul is simply just dinner. Okay. Let's go back further. What is it? I think I said ew. Yes. Yes. His smile shifts slightly. Good. I was hoping you had taste. His fingers loosen just a fraction. A thumb then brushed against my bottom lip. Surprisingly gentle. Want to take a closer look? ... Swiftly looked away for a brief moment. Was my gawking that obvious? Ugh. That's embarrassing. Slowly I looked back at him. With slight hesitation I nodded. Silence hung awkwardly. He still did not move an inch. Is he dense? Scrunched my brows and tilted my head slightly in confusion. Darling, I need you to use your words, okay? I'm gonna ask you again. Would you like to take a closer look? Yes. The word is a surrender. I can feel the mattress dip further as he shifts his body. He doesn't move away. Instead, he closes the distance until his pale face is all I can see. Hey, don't you want to touch me? Bold fucker. You did it. His skin is cold, inhuman. Every movement is deliberate and cocky. He knows exactly what he's doing to me, and he's enjoying the power trip. What he's doing to you, you're doing it to yourself. So adorable. I feel like I could just swallow you whole. The world shrinks to the size of this bed. The rustle of the sheets and the feeling of him looming over me becomes everything. I forget that he broke into my room. I forget that he was just threatening to devour me. I feel chosen, which is exactly what he thinks, or what he wants. Later, the adrenaline begins to settle. He's still on top of me. The intimacy from moments ago has evaporated into a sudden jarring chill. Suddenly, my body feels heavy. My heart rate slows to a crawl, and a numb sensation spreads from my chest to my limbs. What's happening? He stares me down, his face is a mask of darkness. You really are a darling, you know that? So sweet. So incredibly easy to read. I try to push him off, but I can't even lift my hands. My vision starts to blur into static. I'd stay and chat. but you're starting to look a little pale. He leans down, his lips brushing against my ear as my eyes begin too close for the last time. Close for the last time. Don't be too trusting of strangers. Death ending. Stranger danger. Nice. You just couldn't keep it in your pants, can you? No. No. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I am not sure. I'm in. I'm not sure. I'm in. Bringing back the dad jokes. Okay. I'm sorry. Min, don't you know every woman aged 16 to like 30 finds those incredibly cute? So that's his name. Oh, he likes it. Okay. Keep loading. I think we already loaded this one. I think that might be it. I think that might be all the endings, because we already said, who are you, and that's an ending. Yep. I think we went over all the options. I think we went over everything, right? Why are you here? What do you want from me? Yeah, we said that. How do you pass away? Yeah, we did that. Just one more thing. Stop asking questions. Wait for him. Search for him. Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah, I think we did everything. I think that's everything for Survive Min, which we did twice. We did Survive Min 2 ways. That's pretty good, honestly. 2 ways to survive Min. I take that as a dub, okay? I won't lie. Obviously, this game is kind of written self-sarcastically. I think the developer knows it's kind of horny bait. It's kind of, you know, it serves its purpose of fulfilling its fetish, its fantasy. I think the developers knows that. I know that. We all know that. You know, I think in a way, I think this developer knows. I think this developer, if they wanted to keep going, they could probably make the most popular visual novel of them all, if I'm being honest. I think this developer really understands what I'll say people, because there are men who like this sort of thing. I know it's not just women, but they really understand what this audience likes, what they find cute. I think they make I will say this, I don't like it. Personally, I don't like when we have sexual violence, sexual assault, just for the sake of having it. I don't like it. It's not great. It's not my fetish. It's not my fantasy. I know, I get it. I just don't like that. I just don't like that. It's not even like he's horrific. Like even in the fantasy version, it's so romanticized, which is exactly what the people want on that sort of thing. They don't want the real, actual horrible thing. But I just don't like I don't like reading it personally. I don't like reading about it. It's so gross and disgusting because I know it's like romanticized to hell and it's supposed to make it seem as like gentle as possible, but rape is not gentle. It's a very serious topic, I know, and I know this is fiction, perfectly fine. That's my thing. I'm not triggered by it or anything like that. I don't really have those problems. I see it as horror, and I'd like more people to treat it as horror, as the horrific thing it is. Obviously, that's not going to happen, but that's just my thing. So I'm sorry I couldn't take that as romanticized as the game intends it to. It's just for me, I am not like that. I like it, like, I play horror games for a reason, usually because I like to see the evil. I don't like it when you make characters like this who are basically evil as shit. One of the most evil characters ever. And then it's like, oh, he's evil as he's just about as evil as goddamn Hitler, but he's actually soft, cute boy. Not a fan, personally speaking. I know a lot of people are. You do you. That's fine. And I'll play the game. That's perfectly fine. No judging. I don't care about that sort of thing. I'm just saying that this is just me. You know, this is just my opinion. You don't have to listen to this. You saw the game. You can click off the video. So that's just me. Otherwise, I think it was pretty funny. I think it's maybe it breaks the fourth wall a bit too much. Kind of to make itself better, it kind of shits on itself a little too much. A little too much, you know? It's kind of like you thought you were writing so poorly that you felt like you had to keep making those self-deprecating jokes or else the bad writing would actually not be good. Which in this case, I think the writing was fine. I just think, and I like the self-deprecating jokes, so I hope it was just intentional to just include as many self-deprecating jokes as possible. Kind of like just making fun of itself. I like that, bringing up the Mandela catalog, breaking the fourth wall kind of thing, I think that was great. I think that was great. And I think this person really understands a lot of the audience. So I think if they wanted to continue making visual novels or any kind of like romanticized otome game, amare game, whatever, I think it would do really well for them. I think they would do really, really well. As for the endings, I like the jump scares. Very nice. I know they're like, this is like the limitations of the visual novel engine, Ren'Py, but honestly, pretty good. Honestly, if I was more focused, if I wasn't having such a fun time playing this, and I did have a fun time playing, I like making fun, I liked having fun with you, right? I liked having fun with it. If I wasn't, like, if I was more locked in, the jump scare probably would have got me a little bit. I probably would have yelped a little bit, honestly. I was just so, like, out of it. I'm just having fun joking around with you guys playing this, so I'm not gonna be super, like, focused on the game. But yeah, very, very, not too bad, not too bad. It does read like a Wattpad fan fiction, and I think the game knows that, and, is better for it. That's how I'll explain that. Otherwise, kind of just hits the basis of what this audience wants, and there's nothing wrong with that particularly to say. You could see my chat, they liked it. And there's a lot that a hot guy can do to make someone not seem evil, right? Like half of my audience today in the chat was like, I know we just went through like a rape scene, but like low key I'd date him. Just like, so having a good art style, a good a good design for a character will take you very, very far in the scene, So that helps a lot too. With a novel like this, I thought it was all right. It wasn't too bad. I think in this game, less is more. I really like that it just was the sprite, the changing sprite. I think that was really, really good. And the use of that, and then saving the last little true ending little bit to be a little different. I thought that was really, really great. However, like I said, I'm not a huge fan of the whole, like, one of the most evil people alive is actually just soft boy misunderstood. Or not, it's like, not even misunderstood, just like soft mind. Soft boy. The evil, crazy, murdering, cannibal rapist. In the daytime, he's actually soft, cute boy, and he's gonna make pancakes with you and cuddle with you. So that's where I draw the line, and I'm like, all right, one of these endings should have had a shotgun to the face, okay? And I think your game would have been 10 times funnier, okay, if you did have an ending where the cops bust in and shoot this guy in the face. That would have been pretty funny, okay? So if you're a real one and you want to keep it funny, I would have had an ending like that, okay? I would have had an ending like this. Just speaking facts, okay? Just saying, if you're trying to stay on the funny line, that would have been fucking hilarious, okay? Anyways, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I really appreciate that. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Survive Min. I think we got all endings. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, but until then, I'm gonna leave it as all endings. Yeah, not a bad game. Pretty decent. And I would love to see what the developer does next. I don't know if this was made for... I know Epic's Lion has a dark fiction game jam going on, so maybe this was made for that game jam? Maybe not. I could be completely wrong. But you might see more dark fiction games pop up on the feed, depending on if I want to play any of those from his game jam. Pretty cool. Check it out yourself if you're interested for dark fiction. Anyways, with that, I'm clocking out, so thank you so much for watching. Clock that like button and subscribe. We upload daily, new video every day. We go from horror, dating sims, visual novels, just all horror themed, basically. Sometimes like a funny game. Check it out. Stick around if you're interested, okay? And with that, I'm clocking out, so my name's Clocky if you forgot, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.